kind of want to like it.
That's the thing about Elevati. You want to like it. But something always holds you back.
I always hope for the best.
You actually bought... Well, you bought the CD just to get the T-shirt.
I bought the whole bundle.
Because you wanted the
T-shirt for Origins was pretty badass.
Yeah. Well, it was nice. It was a simple T-shirt. It was the band name and the name of the album.
Yeah, with like a gear. And that was it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Cool. I can wear that to the mall.
Behind that, wear it over to the mall when I'm out riding my inline skates.
Ooh, wow, man.
And my shorty shorts.
Ooh, now that's quite the homage. Damn. That would certainly give me some strange dreams.
And the funny thing is with Elevati, I didn't even know who the fuck they were until I went on that tour with Winter Sun probably like 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I need to update myself on who this is. And
it
was not a good hole to go down.
I had heard about him through that Guitar Hero clone I'd play on my laptop.
Right.
And
Phase Shift, right?
Yeah, Phase Shift, which is actually, I think, like now on Steam in pre-production, which is kind of cool, but that means it's no longer free.
Yeah. Every time that like a community comes together and makes something cool, some fucker figures out how to capitalize on it and monetize it.
Yeah, and that's usually when it dies, especially in entertainment.
Which I think is good. Good. If you want to kill something, buy it, because that's what's going to happen.
Right.
And frankly, if you buy something thinking, man, I'm going to make a pile of money, I think it's great when that shit falls flat on his face.
Yeah, it's what Vince McMahon did. Bought all the territories and he basically killed wrestling unless you're a fan of his product.
Well, man, the Fertittas did the same shit, in the UFC.
Right.
They fucking bought Pride, which is hilarious because they didn't get anything out of it.
All they got was the library, and they got Rampage out of it. And he was great for a little while.
Sounds like a shitty DLC. It does.
Oh, man, that's a hell of a way to look at it. Do you want the Pride DLC or the WEC DLC? I'll take the lighter weight classes, thank you.
They bought WEC. Well, I mean, that was kind of their thing. And then Strike Force, they bought that.
Yeah.
Again, getting very little for it.
Right. Well, I think they bought companies that were dying anyway.
Yeah. And you'd think, well, hell, at least they got them at a premium. Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. They spent money.
Yeah.
And that's how they justified that $4 billion price tag when they sold it to the assholes out there. It used to be WMG. Who the fuck is I forget the goddamn name now.
Endeavor.
Endeavor, yes. Yeah. And it's just,
which is about to go public.
They're going to have to do something because these celebrities, who's that Conor McGregor's been calling out the dude from Burger Shop?
Jared
Marky
Fogle?
Mark in the Funky Bunch. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
The Wahlburger guy?
Yeah. He's been calling out Mark Wahlberg, who's like a big shareholder, Conan O'Brien, but he leaves him alone because he's a fucking Irish cunt just like he is. So.
Right.
Oh.
It's a odd thing, but I had a question for you.
Oh. This might be bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just
You direct a question to me, the answer might be fucking horrible.
I had like about 9 beer last night.
9 beer?
9 beers.
Okay,
damn it.
Good.
I have not been to Canada, I swear. And I was like sitting here thinking, I was trying to think of like my favorite female comedians. And I know that's like a weird thing to think about. Currently now it's like all women have to be funny or else you're a dick for thinking they're not.
Well, if you were of the contemporary mindset, you're correct, yes.
I'm talking more of yesteryear. Like, I was trying to think of each decade, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I didn't even go to 90s because I felt like the only one I could come up with was Drew Barrymore, and I didn't think she was that funny.
Comedian? Yeah, she's...
Like, in a movie.
Well, she's kind of a comedic actor, but I thought you were talking about stand-up, like fucking comedians.
Either or. Like, funny performers. The funniest female performer of that particular era.
Man, I can't remember that chick's name now. She had a Netflix special, and she was fucking hilarious.
Amy Schumer.
No. That bitch is not funny at all. Actually, what is funny is her ever-growing waistline. People, she's got a baby on the way. I know, but that thing's been growing since she was banging Anthony Jeselnik. So
it's a long gestating child.
Boy. Yeah,
it's like a 16-monther.
Fucking camel. Well, probably, but
the only thing I can nail down while you try to remember this gal's name
Well, I'm giving up because it's not even on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Can you name something she was in, or is she just straight up?
No, it's straight up stand up. She was on. She had like 2 comedy specials now on Netflix, I think. God damn it, Christina something. It's not Segura's wife either.
Oh, okay. Let's say I don't think she's that funny.
She's not. She's not fucking funny at all.
Really not that.
She's riding some fucking coattails.
Segura tears it up.
That dude is maybe one of the best in the business right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say certainly one of
and
the top
her biggest
5 for
contribution is she's banging him and making him happy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Here's a compliment. She's pretty
That is
cute.
That is. Pat her on the head.
I could only pick. I picked the same gal for the 70s and the 80s.
Okay.
I had to pick Madeline Kahn, and here's why.
Again, comedic act. I guess my problem is delineation.
Well, out of stand-up, it's like what? Lily Tomlin.
There's not a bunch.
There's not a bunch of female Paula Poundstone of the 80s. Roseanne was not
all right.
funny.
I
don't think she was that funny.
I think she was hilarious only because of the fact she would scream every once in a while like a goddamn crazy person.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm all right with that.
And she also did ruin a baseball game for a bunch of people, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, but let's also not forget there are some fucking people out there ruining it. And by people, I mean women. Lisa Lampanelli is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, like really taking the whole angry woman comic thing.
Like, I'm going to make jokes about my vagina all show
and
long.
all I do is have sex with black dudes. Derp and derp and derp.
And it's like, okay, well, that was funny. The first goddamn 2 specials I've heard. What's your new shit? You have no new shit.
Then she lost like 130 pounds or something.
Did
like that.
she?
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
Well, she probably lost a lot of attention from the black man then. Man.
Well, she
I'm
also
kidding. That's clearly fucking over the top. No, because that was her shtick. That was her shtick.
No, I know. Yeah, all she did was talk about banging black dudes.
That's fine, but I mean, God damn it. That's fine if that's a thematic on one special. If you're doing 2, you better fucking change it up. If you're doing 3 or 4, if you're in the game 20 years later, I'm not even a comic, and I know you better have some new shit brought to the table.
I'm only half offended that you hijacked this segment with Lisa Lampanelli while I was trying to talk about someone beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So we're going back to who we're talking about, Helen Keller? No.
Yeah, Helen Keller. You know the Helen. Madeline Kahn.
Madeline Kahn, who, frankly, well, call it what it is, Mel Brooks' favorite actress of all time, right?
Absolutely. There's no one else in his lineage of films that he tapped more to play.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, she was in Young Frankenstein, High Anxiety, where she was like Mel Brooks' wife.
Legitimately a funny actress, you know,
and absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean, unbelievably. People say like, well, she's not what you would call beautiful. I'm like, that's bullshit, man.
I think so.
And you know what it is? It's symmetry.
Right.
There's everything on her face is perfect. Everything lines up.
Okay, I found it because I had to Google it. Jen Kirkman, and she's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
She's hilarious. I mean, so as far as comedians go, yeah, man, Jen Kirkman's fucking awesome.
I can't like the 90s. I can't really, but really, just Madeline Kahn, man, knocked it out of the fucking park.
I'd confused her with Gilda Radner a little bit because they both died around the same era
and of the same thing.
Yeah,
I think they both had ovarian cancer.
I think so, but both fucking hilarious in their own ways.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you're trying to figure it out, those two, the death of those two might have set back the female comedic actress fucking 20 years.
Yeah, because at the turn of the 90s, Gilda Radner passed away. And then before we hit the year 2000, that's when Madeline Kahn died.
Yeah. Man, that's oof.
And I love her in Clue. She is great in Clue. She plays Miss Scarlet.
Right.
Oh, that's so good. I'd put her right up there. Like with, if I had to think of the perfect woman, I would want a blend of like Catherine O'Hara and Madeline Kahn.
Catherine O'Hara from the way back days?
From like circa Home Alone.
Oh, no, I was thinking of fucking
Scarlett O'Hara?
Olivia de Havilland, actually.
Oh,
sorry.
I thought you were thinking Gone with the Wind gal.
Yeah.
No, the redheaded mother of Macaulay Culkin and Madeline Kahn together in some strange, because Madeline Kahn's really a ginger, a Jewish ginger at that, and Catherine O'Hara being Canadian. I mean, you're going to
a Canadian Jew is what you're after.
Canadian Jew
Good
ginger.
man.
Yeah, I think I might have just. I figured it out.
You ought to have a chair at the United Nations.
I might have one waiting for me. Thank you very much.
Probably a chair with a noose over the top. Anyway, yeah. So welcome to Mead Metal MMA podcast, where we get together to talk about some nonsense of the day. We don't take ourselves too seriously, even if some of you do. This is going to be our final podcast. No, next week. On a single platform anyway. So
yeah, we got big plans. Yeah. Tune in next week for what should be a rather fun,
raucous and outrageous, probably banned from the internet episode.
I don't want to gloss over this one because we always have a lot of cool shit in store, I feel.
Sure.
But next week's going to be a good one.
I've got a weird birth weekend coming up next week.
I'm glad you opened it up with weird.
Well, you fucking think it's going to be a goddamn party of clowns and party hats and noisemakers? Fuck that. It's going to be a bunch of weird goddamn hippie musicians, fucking reprobates, liquor. Yeah, a punch bowl full of liquor is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Well, might as well get one of them lemonade jars, with the spigot.
I think so.
That'd be perfect. Actually, that would probably work out.
Yeah, we're going to be throwing down like a 2-year-old Mead, 3-year-old Mead. Yeah.
We thought about selling, but I think that's more apropos.
Yeah, I think we drink it. I think that's how that should go.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want us drinking a 3-year-old Mead, let us know right now. $100 is yours.
We're either going to drink a 3-year-old.
In which case, then we can go out and buy 3 bottles of Bullet Rye.
Oh, man. I've seen what one has done.
Yeah, we
damn it, we have Bullet Rye. No one wants it. It's just we drink it.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Well, here's the weird thing too, because today I thought, all right, well, I'm gonna go down and pick up some beer for the podcast. I might buy a bottle of Bullet Rye. I thought, what am I, dumb? That's for next weekend. I'm not doing that.
I almost bought some liquor too, and I was like, yeah, fuck that, man.
Let's take it a little easy, because next week's going to be a fucking marathon, not a sprint.
It's going to be a go hard for the go hards,
man. But
show up if you fucking dare.
I will throw out the invitation. Is that if you know where I live, yeah, you're welcome to fucking swing by. It's going to be a hell of a soiree.
That's a broad invite. I think it's good.
We're going to be watching, UFC shit on that Saturday.
Yeah, UFC 236.
I got to figure some shit out. I still can't stream ESPN Plus. Dump money in a brand new goddamn router. It's herky-jerky as a motherfucker.
Wow.
So apparently we just can't be fans of the UFC then.
Well, thankfully there are other ways around that are way cheaper, but we'll try to see if we can get the app on another deal.
Yeah, it's not on my smart TV because apparently the ESPN app, as someone so eloquently put it on their on the App Store, is that it sucks balls.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. There's several things you could put in there that would work beautifully.
I thought that was the cleanest, probably. Man. So yeah,
and there's a future till 2025.
Yeah. I think this. Man, everybody talked about how bad the Reebok deal was. Oh, it killed the sport. Go fuck yourself. It didn't kill the sport. If you have an inability to watch the sport, that's what kills the sport.
Right.
You can't change. There are no settings changes you can make. So that way it'll stream easier. It's like, all right, I'm going to take a lower resolution. This motherfucker doesn't give me a lawnmower effect.
Fucking give me 480, man, and I'm good.
I mean, God, I could take 720 and it would work fine. Or even 1080
720
probably.
Is when you
this
say high def.
This bastard's trying to go fucking ultra high def. So it's jacking every goddamn corner. It's
a headache. Hopefully, we'll see if we can figure it out.
Man, running as smoothly as fucking Jimmy Dean's ticker, but well. Let's see. What do we want to get into? We want to talk about. Let me go ahead and ask the question, as everyone always.
Oh man, I'm almost dreading answering this one.
So how's your week?
It was fine.
Oh, okay, good. All right, well, moving right along.
But I would like to use this time because the last show we did actually had a few comments, and a comment from a new person.
The cute one?
Well, but I didn't click on the picture.
Oh, I thought it might have been your former coworker.
No.
The hot blonde.
No, last one. The only comments we got were 3 from your brother, Daryl.
Well, because he loves us.
And,
he loves us.
And 1 from a man by the name Brandon Hagler.
Do what?
Brandon Hagler.
Brandon?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I read it. Dude has the same name as I do.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know if he's a ginger or not, but if he is, then my attention.
These assholes commenting on our shit?
Yeah, a new one.
Wow, all right, okay. Not even Josh Licker.
And
where you at, bitch?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. It's been a while. He's kind of been in.
Fucking hates us now.
Yeah, don't hate us, man. We love you. But yeah, so Brennan Hagler writes, "You guys don't strike me as stupid at all."
He doesn't know us very well.
Thank you.
We're very stupid.
Well, we don't drink Mickey's for nothing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, all right, you're already wrong, but okay, let me let's move along.
But you should know that music that lasts usually takes multiple focused listens to absorb what is actually happening.
Whoa. Music that lasts.
He's talking about your epics, your song, your albums you never forget. Your Led Zeppelin 4s.
No, those you can immediately love them. Those are fine. That sounds like Rush shit to me. Which, by the way, and there's a couple of Rush albums I've never been okay with.
Oh, absolutely. Rush has put out some stinkers.
Hold Your Fire is fucking maybe. No. Now, before you fucking get all angry and go, I'm getting on my keyboard and letting these assholes know what I think. Most of Hold Your Fire is terrible. And a lot of them that followed that, not great. Now, having said that, Roll the Bones is fucking awesome. Presto, not bad. Man, they're Counterpoint?
Yeah, Counterpoint.
But yeah, man, I get it. If it's complicated music, are we talking? Is he going?
This is going to be in reference to my review of Empath last week.
Yeah, the Devin Townsend record.
Yeah.
Well, let me
allow me to finish the quote.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yes, before you delve into your rage.
No, well, it's not rage. I might have a good review this week. I might have taken his advice and really, really listened through a multitude of times, maybe.
He continues, I've listened to Empath about 20 times now, and it gets exponentially better. Wow, 20 times. God damn.
20?
Whew, that's a lot. The album's been out a week
Motherfucker's
today.
over an hour long, right?
No. Yeah. It fits on a CD by about 20 seconds.
God, that's over an hour.
79:38, something like that.
Jesus Christ, fucking. Thanks, Peter Jackson.
Let's see, Gets exponentially better with each listen. Keep listening and come back and apologize for missing the plot. Winky emoticon.
Whoa. What? Read that, what?
Keep listening and come back and apologize for missing the plot.
On a Devin Townsend record? All right, well,
I feel like
I need to probably go and crack another Mickey's.
It sounded like you were cracking your knuckles there when you opened it.
I
will respond first if you'll permit me, and get me like more beer because I forgot these are 12 ounces. They're going down like flies.
Oh yeah, well no, we got Silka around.
Oh, we got the third. Yes,
that's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Thank you.
The superhero.
I agree that Devin Townsend stuff. Thank you, Muchly. Does require multiple listens. You go back and listen to anything off of Accelerated Evolution. I'm not going to touch Strapping On Lad stuff because that was a different beast altogether. Epic Cloud is an amazing album as well. Epic Clouder is almost just as good, if not better. Devin Townsend has always been about that magnum opus, and he feels like he makes it with every album. So at the end of the day, I agree. It does take multiple listens, and it does also take a proper mindset. I might have to let Kevin know to check his phone. You might have to check your phone, homie, unless it's time to start rocking some jackpots.
Oh no! This is from our friend that'll be on with us next week.
Oh,
Jack sends along. This one's for you, Brandon. All the best. There we go.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks for fucking interrupting the show.
Yeah. He told me he was going to do it, too.
Oh,
so,
what a jerk. So, anyway, I do agree. I mean, my review was from the mindset of an angry ginger man, and that's 80% of the time that's what I am. So, but Sunday I'm gonna give it a shot. Clear mind, clear head, put it in the old Jeep and just drive for an hour, 20 minutes. Maybe, I don't know where I'm going to fucking go, but somewhere where I can drive for an hour and drive back and probably arrive back at my place of residence when the album ends and have a better view of it. Because I love Devin Townsend. This is not coming from a guy that hates Devin Townsend. And I never said I hated the album. All I said was I just felt like it wasn't for me. I don't get it. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll get it on Sunday.
Well, to bite your skis, you said he clearly looks at every album he does. This is my magnum opus. Each one in succession. This is the finest work I have done. This.
Right.
I gave it a couple more listens this week. I like it less now than I did the first fucking time.
Well, you have a problem. I believe you called him pretentious.
Yeah, his music's fucking very pretentious.
Are you saying that now or his music before?
I've been saying this about his music for a long time. Now, granted, here's the thing, and it was also highlighted by something else that my brother Daryl and I were going back and forth on because he wasn't really aware of him. You know.
Yeah, I'm glad I could lead him down to that rabbit hole. That's
I know, and let him see.
There's good shit down there.
And yeah, there is. And I'm not saying that fucking Devin Townsend's a bad musician. The guy's fucking talented.
Oh yeah,
that guy has more talent in his goddamn little finger than I will ever have. But the thing is, his fucking music setup is ridiculous, and it's kind of obnoxious.
Sure.
Because it's like, everybody shut up. Check this out. His music isn't one you can sit around, hanging with bros, throwing down some goddamn Mickeys, and doing whatever else you fucking might do on planet Earth. But
true.
Because his music
requires
you to fucking shut up and listen, and I don't like that. I like to be able to listen to some, if it's fucking great, like shit like Mastodon's been doing lately.
Yeah.
Cool. Guess what? I am all in. I will listen when it's appropriate. But I'm not going to fucking sit back and pretend like I'm at a goddamn church service when I'm listening to fucking metal that I think is a little too clean, a little too polished, a little too precision. I'm not a prog guy. I will always bang on prog every goddamn day of the week. And you know this.
Right.
So if it's fucking a Devin Townsend thing, you know that one half of this podcast is already not on board. Thanks for trying. Apologize. You can go fuck yourself because I don't give two fucks what you think. And I don't need you listening to a goddamn show that fucking you probably shouldn't be listening to in the first place. Thanks for joining us, but maybe apologize for your goddamn abrasiveness and for being a fucking idiot. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us this week on a goddamn podcast. You can be fired up. I was trying to scale back the rage, but thanks. Thanks, man.
I can't believe I was actually the metered one in this.
Well,
that's. I think we've set another milestone.
I'm back to apologize, so you know.
Okay, well,
first of all, to tell somebody to apologize on anything that's an opinion-rated fucking subject, which music is subjective as fuck, go fuck yourself. Nobody's going to apologize for shit. I want you to apologize for thinking Justin Bieber is a fucking just nothing but a white, stupid Canadian boy, the same as maybe, I don't know, Devin Townsend was 30 years ago. Go fuck yourself on that shit. Apologize. Fuck you. I want to say, I don't want you to miss this.
But it did have the winky face. Had the winky face.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. All right,
yeah, I did. I said winky face. We'll go back and listen.
Winky?
I said winky face emoticon.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize. My bad.
God,
my bad.
This was great. I almost don't have the energy to read Ruben's fucking review of Empath, which we're on that road. Might as well go ahead and tackle it.
Ruben's going to give it a thumbs up, thumb down.
I actually asked him to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Good. Okay. What did he come in with?
Let me. He actually gave me basically a full album review, which I will just go through. Some of his favorite songs are Genesis, which I agree. Genesis is one of the better songs.
That's the best song on the record, right?
Not
That's
the best.
The track 6?
Not the best. That's track 2 or 3.
3. Okay.
Hear Me is track 6.
Okay.
Which
that one is the best one on the record.
On
yeah,
the album.
Right.
The last song that's like 26 minutes long is cool if you got the time, but you know, I still have the opinion that some of that shit is just fucking way too over my head.
Sure.
But overall, this album rocks. You can jam it and not be angry. It's a heavy album that doesn't require one to be in an angry mood, which I chimed in. I think that's why I'm still trying to like it, because I'm usually in a not the most savory mood.
But isn't it a Devin Townsend kind of stroke my dick kind of a record, though? Because he's incorporating a lot of shit from his early stuff, which I dig, and his later stuff, which I really kind of don't. And he's kind of sewing them together, right?
It's there's just a lot of shit going on. It's like a quilt. It's like a musical quilt, and each fucking square is completely different from the other one.
Well, and like Daryl had said, it's like, look, man, is he pulling that shit off live?
He can, but usually the majority of it's all backtracks.
Yeah. No, that's cool because Ashley Simpson was famous for a long time for doing the same thing. That's cool.
Yeah, but at least she lip syncs. These other motherfuckers, at least are musicians.
I was just trying to get the rise out of you. Taking the piss.
Ruben gives it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
His words, and you're going to love this words. I approve of Empath. It lives up to the title. It sounds like an empathic person made that record.
Did he say this shit like 4 a.m?
He said this about an hour ago.
Well, clearly he's been day drinking then. But.
Ruben, lay off the dark eyes until after 8 o'clock, man.
Although, I will say...
but Ruben really digs happy music, happy metal. You know what I mean?
Gojira.
And baby metal, that Japanese outfit that everybody loves, that people don't realize that shit was made in a factory. If one of those were to die of a heart attack, there's going to be one right there coming in to get the job done right behind him.
Well, the poor bastard comes down here, and we're throwing on, like, we get fucking galvanized by doom, really,
Sure.
by your more minor scale shit, and poor Ruben comes down here, want to be happy-go-lucky, listen to shit we're having to listen to, and then he drinks 3 bottles of mead. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah, man. That was, well, I was there to help, too. Haven't drank that much mead in a long time.
Yeah. 3 bottles.
3 bottles.
You might say, wow, you 3 guys drank a lot of mead. No, this guy was not around for that.
Yeah, this was like 12:30.
Yeah.
You'd crashed that bottle of long ships that I think Seth had wanted.
Right.
But
he ain't going to get it now.
He ain't going to get it now because it's in the God's hands now. Cracked that open just for frivolity's sake. And 1 turned into 2, and 2 turned into 3, and the 3 was Ruben's like, I need another fucking bottle.
Wow. That's a lot of mead.
That's a lot of mead. I mean, I can pull it off.
And our shit runs a little hot anyway.
Yeah, especially Troublemaker. Troublemaker's a 20 burger.
Well, 16.5 to 18.5, but yeah.
I always thought that Cuvée would give us about the 20%.
No, mortality without us in a laboratory fucking fixing it. It's about 18.5 tops.
Yeah, I'm still going to lie to people and say 20. Who cares about
you
that?
You got to distill it to get that high, but yeah.
It'll get you drunk.
Man.
Yeah, that was I'm sorry about the aftermath for that. I wish I had recorded it. That way I had a new drunk tape of Ruben. That dude was going places, man. I love Ruben when he's drunk because he will talk about anything.
But he's on a health kick.
Well, yeah. But
did you get him off of that horse?
Well, he felt like mead was healthy. It's healthier than most other options. But when you drink 3 goddamn bottles of it, you end up waking up Sunday morning.
I'm full of health.
I have so much health in me, I got to get it out. I have to get all this health out.
Like a puking weekend last weekend. Yeah.
And I've been there for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn helper.
You're the archangel of vomiting. Yeah.
Dude, in all my days, I had a friend hanging out at the shop many moons ago. Went and had some Chinese food, smoked a lot of dope, got sick, and puked in my shop. Now, that's concrete with no drain.
Right, and then with a lot of cats around, which makes it more gross.
And this was Chinese food that wasn't properly digested, so it's still basically food.
Oy.
And I was basically like, don't worry about it. Just, go out there. I'm going to clean.
Get the fuck out of here, right. Yeah.
When it's like puke-related, I feel so maternal. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Maternal?
Yeah, you're a mama. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like my sweet side comes out, and I feel like I have to help.
Right.
Either that or I'm laughing my ass off because when people throw up, it makes me laugh.
It is kind of funny, although the smell makes me retch. So.
Oh, usually for most people, it's a sight.
No, it's the sound. The sound fucking.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind.
I can't listen to fucking. We were talking about Tom Segura a while ago. He and his wife do they do an okay podcast, but man, they'll like put on some shit once in a while. There'll be somebody like fucking retching, and I can't. I gotta bump it. I gotta bump it past. The sound is worse. The smell is the worst. The sound is the second worst. The sight is yeah.
Really? Wow,
yeah.
man, that's
for
kind
me.
Of a crazy. That's kind of a crazy ranking for.
Well, I'm a little fucking off, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you're a little weird. I'm always giving you that. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, no. Sound, smell. Well, probably it depends. The proximity matters a lot. The smell might be number one if I'm right next to your ass, you know. But yeah, those two could probably be flip-flop. But third is the fucking visual. Yeah.
You know, if you've ever taken care of somebody who has lost their faculties, you know, their
just shit themselves all the
time. Their ability to take care of themselves, yeah. If you've been through that, smells don't bother you anymore.
Yeah.
Like going through with my grandfather. I mean, that dude had to wear fucking adult diapers and we had to change them.
Yeah, man.
So, but like being around that the first day, it bothered me. I was like, oh, God, this is fucking disgusting. That second day, though, I didn't even notice it.
You know, I mean, the thing about it is, and I didn't really know your grandfather personally, but I know of him and shit like that. And it's the same thing with my own dad. I mean, dude had some issues toward the end, and I was just like a 13-year-old kid or whatever. You know, I don't want that to be me. So,
right. Bro, yeah, fuck. So I'm in that same boat.
Do keep in mind, if I get to a certain point, I'm a strong dude, but I don't feel that I have to be strong in the face of death. Right.
So if you get like stage 4 urethral cancer,
right? Stage 4, fucking, like something in my knee. You know? No. But I mean,
stage 4 knee sprain.
But in all seriousness, I mean, I'm not. I don't want that to be me.
Sure. Oh fuck no, me neither. You know? I've seen it. I don't want that.
And that's not a slight to my father or your grandfather.
Of course not.
I just don't feel that I need to fucking show how much of a man I am by taking it all the way to the end of the roller coaster ride.
Yeah. Well, we've been taking it on the jaw a lot up to this point already. Why take it in our declining years?
Right.
Especially when a choice can be made. Wow, we got really dark.
We tend to do that here a lot.
Yeah, especially lately. It's more, like a chat about life, and I kind of dig that.
Well, yeah, I know, and I get people like, well, you shouldn't talk about it. Well, thank fuck I am talking about it, because if I was keeping it inside and internalizing it, that means I'm thinking about it. If I'm talking about it, I'm not thinking about it.
Right. That's actually a really good way of looking at it. Yeah. If someone's talking about killing themselves, they're probably not going to do it, especially if they're talking to 3 or 4 people about it.
The only time you should get nervous is when I stop talking about it.
Yeah.
No.
Start talking about how you're getting back into tier and elevate. It's like, oh, this motherfucker. Keep all blades away from this fucking guy.
Well, yeah, just because if you're listening to that shit, you might want to kill yourself anyway. But on to the Mead Metal MMA portion of the show. I got really nothing for the week, I guess. I guess we can probably wrap it up, right?
White Shadow Ranch is done?
Yeah, that one's... Yeah, we're done with that one. Labeled, and probably, well, I don't know. I don't know if Don will have us do another batch because he's getting ready to retire here in like 80 some odd days.
Damn, that figure, that's when he should have meat on like every week delivered to his home.
Well, he's not going to be here though.
Oh, god damn.
He's going to retire and move.
Oh, so. Shit, that's what I'd do. Why fucking put your stakes down here?
Which will add to the people that lived here, retired, moved away, and then they want you to come visit. Man, I can't.
Well, Don's he's still going to be in the state.
At least his is only like about, 4-hour drive or something like that?
Yeah, I think a 30 burger over Berkey.
Instead of like the 21, 22 to go down and visit Dave.
God damn.
Down South Florida. Like, nah.
And if you go down there this time of year, you might hit some weather. Maybe a little bit.
Well, the weather will be humidity and heat.
Which fucking sucks.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'd rather fight that in Austin than in Florida because it's fourth of the drive.
Well, actually, we're going to fight that in Denver. That's the right thing to do. We're smart about this.
Is it humid in Denver?
We're going to go. No, we're going to go to Denver on a road trip come June. That's the time to go. You got to go to Austin? Go over the goddamn wintertime. That's the smart way to do it.
Don't go in September.
If I ever hit the goddamn lottery, if anybody will ever let me be great, if they will let me be great.
They will let you be great. What?
If they will sell me a winning lottery ticket, I will spend summers in Denver. I will spend summers in Denver, winters in Austin.
Were you just talking to the gods?
To the gods, right.
If they will let me be great.
That's right. That's all
There's
I ask.
a goddamn T-shirt right there. I'm
that
glad we have it on the podcast.
All I ask. Just let me be great.
Don't want to steal that. It's trademark. If they will just let me be great.
That's all I need. That's all I require. But other than that, we're going to move probably 2 batches of Mead between now and next Saturday, so within the next 8 days.
God damn, too much work.
We're going to move one over for fermentation, further fermentation with added flavors. That's the Holly King batch we're going to do for Holly King 2019. This time with the go juice in it. I mean, it's got the high mortality yeast in it, which is okay. You don't want that to be in a straight batch mead because it doesn't taste great.
It turns it into like Four Loko malt liquor status. It's too boozy for what's in the bottle.
Yeah, and it doesn't carry a great conversion flavor.
Yeah, if you want a high fucking alcohol wine, go get yourself a port.
The Lalvin D47 actually makes a relatively 12.5 to 14.5% fucking conversion, and it tastes great. That's what we use on most batches, and that's what we're going to have on a batch one. We're going to move that one over to a carboy, so that way everybody can walk in and be dazzled on my birthday weekend.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Or else I'll charge admittance to see it, admission. Like, yeah, you want to see a beautiful bottle of mead? Give me $1.
We have free popping corn and whiskey inside, though.
Maybe get a couple of clowns, like, killing each other. That'd be all right.
I guess we can go and move metal if you like. I just see this conversation getting worse and worse.
I'm sure it will
be a big old dick party next week.
Probably. On to the metal side of the show, and I got nothing. No, that's not true. I got a couple of things, but not much. It's if we want to talk about the headliner of the week, the big release of the week, and I'm not even really a huge fan of theirs, so I have to rely on Brandon for this. So I feel like I'm just fucking turning over the wheels of control of that guy. Periphery has a new fucking record out this week.
Which, it's their 6th album, but they call it Periphery 4. I think they're doing that just to be dicks.
I would. Yeah, sure.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
It's Periphery 4 Hail Stan, which, again, I think is a hilarious...
Hail Stan, yeah.
I think it's such a great name. And even, I heard when I was going to Clovis to see my medicine man, he was on Liquid Metal because my Sirius XM trial is still active.
Oh.
And he was saying, the reason we picked that name is because if you saw all the other names we had to pick from, that was the best one.
Oh.
I was like, okay. Fair enough.
So Hail Santa, but it's more like Hail Stan.
Well, yeah, just Hail Stan. I think it's more of a play on Hail Satan.
I know. It's ridiculous.
The whole thing is ridiculous.
But the problem is that it makes me think it's a comical fucking kind of a release, but it's not.
It's not. There's some... If you've heard any of their other shit from, 2009, they're on their own label now. This is their label. It's the album I feel like they always wanted to put out. The first track on this album is 16 minutes long. The first goddamn track.
Well, I can appreciate it.
I love that.
As a Moon Sorrow fan, I think that's the way to set the tone for a record.
Instead of that being your closer, no, fuck you. That's our opener.
That's it. You're gonna. Well, who the fuck is? Okay, and here's the problem. Here's the problem with society. Who the fuck's buying full records nowadays and listen to the whole fucking thing? Nobody. So lead off with what you want. Rock the fuck on. Do what you want to do.
Fuck yeah, man. And people are really digging this album. I've told you that I think it's the greatest album they've ever put out.
Well, so what is that saying, though? I mean, is that saying a lot, or is it saying a little?
It's saying that being allowed to have full control over the entire process of making this record made it better.
Because it's their first one on their own label.
Their own label.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you can hear the difference when you hear old shit compared to this, that there was a lot of record label pleasing in a lot of those albums, probably especially Periphery 2.
Right. Which is the fourth, right? No,
Periphery 2 is probably their second greatest. It's the greatest out of their pre-record label
Stop
era.
numbering. If we've learned nothing from Rockstar Games, stop numbering your shit.
Either that or stick to it like Final Fantasy did. Yeah, fucking Hail Stan is great. It's the best Periphery album they've ever put out, like I've said. But after probably 3 months, I'll probably never listen to it again. That's the thing with Periphery. You gotta be in the mood for that shit, man.
Yeah. No, you're right. Man, I don't know. I don't want to go back to the Devin Townsend thing. I would say my problem is that I've listened and I think I have it all figured out. I know what's there, and I'm good with moving past.
Well, yeah, that, and it probably didn't help to get a mildly salty fan.
No, it's fine.
I
didn't realize the guy had a winky face.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we covered that. But it's it's really just all in the matter of the delivery, man. I hate to go back to the Devin Townsend thing too, but you fucking awoken one more thing in my mind. He fucking shuttled an entire band to do a record that he could have done with this band.
Right.
He could have done it.
No,
they were totally cool.
3 unemployed musicians because he
4.
wanted, or 4 because it's a 5-piece. Right.
Yes, synth guy, Mike St. John.
To move on to doing something that he deems is his greatest work ever, which he, by the way, says every goddamn record.
He does.
And he wasn't wrong 2 ago.
That was when, let's see, Epicloud came out, and then Ziltoid came out, but that was outside.
I thought Transcendence was 2 ago.
Transcendence was the last one before Empath.
See, I dig that one to a limit. Yeah. I think that's fucking awesome. I think that might be the highlight of his shit. But then he has to go back and do a best of, fire everybody out of the fucking Devin Townsend project.
That really sucked because like you found a great group of guys that are cool with letting you do what you want to do, and they're just there to help you get that out.
I think Steve Vai poisoned as well.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because back then he was a fucking vocalist.
He's a hired gun, and fucking everybody that plays for Steve Vai is a hired gun.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All right, let me talk about shit this week. Cities of Mars, I like. I like it. Not a lot, but I like it. That's one of the few releases this week I can say that about. Right. I don't have enough background knowledge on Periphery. I like what I heard.
It's good. It's good.
Cities of Mars is a kind of a limited. It's the Horologist is the name of the record. Got the full album is up on YouTube. It's 45 minutes long. Might be worth a check. And Latitudes put out one today. If you're feeling a little too happy, if your day's been too good, throw this one on. It's Moorland to the Sea is one of the singles off of that, and you can pick that up off of YouTube as well.
But what if you're bummed out? Will it still work?
Well, if you're you and me, it does, because we can listen to some downer shit and be pleasant like 30 minutes later.
Feel great.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
I got nothing. Let's move on to MMA.
I actually have a couple stories that are pretty funny.
Oh, we're gonna go sad bastard?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Matt Heafy, the guitar player from Trivium, frontman,
okay,
has released a double guitar strap.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of it after the podcast is over. Basically, what it is, normal guitar strap, but it has an extra little bit here that it makes it look like you're kind of just wearing it around your neck.
So it's like a 3-point harness, like if you're a NASCAR driver?
I think so.
Okay.
And apparently people, well, here's some comments about it. I'd rather lose my entire shoulder than get caught on stage wearing that. If I worried that much about my shoulder, I would just play sitting down.
Yeah.
One guy said, time to play a lighter guitar.
Yep.
One guy said, or don't play a Les Paul, which are a little on the heavy side.
Yeah.
This is the uncoolest thing to wear while playing metal. Maybe if your signature guitar wasn't 800 fucking pounds, maybe you wouldn't need that.
There's that. Maybe
it is pretty dorky, dude. Yeah. It looks so stupid. And the other thing is, it is April 5th, which, of course, is a very sad day for fans of grunge. I mean, it shouldn't be a sad day anymore. It should be a day to fucking put that shit on and enjoy it.
Pour a couple out for your homies.
I even listened to a few Nirvana. I listened to a few Nirvana songs.
From Wisconsin now?
Right. Now, I listened to a few Nirvana songs.
Oh, because this is the day that Kurt tried to gargle with a shotgun, right?
And it worked. Yeah. It worked, but you can only do it once. That's the problem. If it works, you can only do it once. And when Lane Staley decided, I'd rather just die in my apartment alone with the heroin and flowing through my veins.
Well,
this isn't. We're not saying this to be funny. That's coming from places of anger.
Yeah.
Well, the Kurt Cobain one, I don't give a fuck about.
No, Lane one, I don't really fuck.
There you go. Come at me, bitches. I don't give a fuck about Kurt Cobain.
Lane disappeared for fucking years. He was dead in '98, for all intents and purposes.
Well, he still put out music though.
Well,
I mean, Mad Seasons Above is pretty dope.
What was that? '99?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check actually.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, that guy died years before he actually fucking carked it, as the fucking Aussies would say.
Because they put out that song, Shit. Oh, never mind. That came out in 95.
Okay. 98. The dude died in 98 in my book.
Yeah, the last song was Died, which is kind of apropos. And just withered for years. His fucking death was far more sad because I'm sure a lot of people saw it happening. Saw the stages of it going down.
Yeah, what's his face? Mike.
Mike Starr was the last one, man. Or he was one that found him, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, he was there with some heroin apparently, and left for a couple of days, and then came back, and yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah, he was before anyone found him. He was there for a while, right?
Yeah. And apparently Lane's mother was around. I don't know.
It's a pretty convoluted story overall.
Again, and not to be fucking that guy, but man, why would you put everybody around you through that shit for 4 years? Just fucking end it, maybe.
That's our mentality, man.
Well,
that's our mentality.
I guess a little utilitarian, I guess. But
a lot of people would say it's a selfish mentality. I view it as a selfless mentality.
Yeah. Why would you put somebody through what Lane Staley did for 4 fucking years?
Yeah. Well,
and frankly, if we're being honest, it's more than 4 years. It's fucking 12 years.
Right. At least we got some kick-ass music out of it.
Well, there's that, and then you got the Alice in Chains fans that are cunts that refuse to listen to new shit because it's not Lane Staley. Well, guess what? Things move on. After I'm gone, things are still certainly going to fucking move on. I hope this podcast fucking does, or whatever it might be. Whatever the world wants things to be, let it formulate into whatever the new mold is.
We'll have to cover that on next week's podcast. Who dies first, you or me? And who will continue the podcast? Solo Amano.
According to a couple weeks ago, I guess I'm the first out, right?
I don't know. I feel like, you got sick really gnarly after I had mentioned that, so I felt like maybe it was your time, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a teeter-totter effect. Life's going to see who can handle what.
Shit, maybe I'll be around for a while just to piss you off. Maybe. MMA, what do we got?
Well, are you a Conor McGregor fan?
Nope. But I'm not a Khabib fan either, so apparently those two have been going at it on social media.
Oh, my God, man. Honestly, I love shit-talking in MMA, and Conor McGregor's one of the best.
Sure.
I used to say he was the best. I now say one of the best.
Well, because everybody saw the money he started getting just from talking shit, and now everybody, Platinum Mike Perry to fucking Colby Covington, all these assholes are throwing in their shit now because they want to get a good fight, and they know that Conor did it.
Yeah, but Conor McGregor's shit-talking has gotten a little too nasty, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, because where do you go? In order to be above the rest of the competition, you start saying some shit that might be considered a little racist.
I think when you go through the annals of the greatest shit-talkers in MMA, I would even say boxing, Chael Sonnen's got to be in your top 10.
Sure.
That dude didn't have to be mean. He was mean to you.
Right.
And no one else. He just talked like the Vanderlei Silva shit talk during Bellator. Oh my God. It was fucking magic. Connor's has gotten a little mean. And
there's nothing else he has going for it. I mean, what is he going to bet? Was he going to back it up with all his
might
fight
as well
success
suck
lately?
all the fun out of being a McGregor fan, right? I can't imagine being a McGregor fan and having to read that shit and still say, yeah, I back that guy in whatever he does.
It's let's be honest. The best days of that guy were a couple of years ago. The best days.
Oh, absolutely.
And
3 years ago.
We have a different era now to where he's not the best 155er. He's not even probably the second or third best 155er.
That dude is still on the UFC top 10 pound-for-pound ranking.
Sure, but that's wrong.
It's wrong if he's on anybody's top 10 pound-for-pound.
No.
Especially lightweight, sure, yeah, keep him in the top 10,
But he's not in the top 3, let alone top 5.
Fuck no, that's why I said keep him top 10. I'd have him I'd have him fighting. The Cerrone fight should have happened.
That's the only way you're going to make UFC fans happy is if you make that fight. McGregor-Cerrone is the only way to make that guy relevant. Fuck it, because he doesn't want to fight anybody unless it's for a goddamn championship. He already said that, although he said he would take a lower fight on the card if they give him shares in the company, which is what he's wanted forever anyway.
Yeah, and Dana White
said absolutely no.
Fuck no. You can go fuck yourself on that.
Why would they? Why would they? Yeah. He's not bringing the money in the door now. He fucking rarely ever fights.
No, if anything, he's making more work for people. As far as damage control goes, I mean, shit, we still need to hear about this fucking sexual misconduct allegation.
Well, he might be in jail in fucking Ireland before long. So I don't
Can you imagine being in an Irish jail? That sounds horrible.
Actually, well, yeah, it would have like a long time ago. Now it sounds great because they're like all EU ridden, and it's probably better. Probably better than some of the hotels you fucking work for.
Probably. Amanda Nunes fighting Holly Holm for the 135 title. Your thoughts?
Well, I guess if Holly needs to retire, there you go. I guess. Does she legitimately think she has a shot at Amanda Nunes, who fucking destroyed the fucking biggest man at 145?
She's the preacher's daughter. She's from Albuquerque. You should fucking be behind her 100%.
Which, by the way, I want to point this one out because it's kind of a fucking funny little piece of irony, is that our governor in the state of New Mexico signed in a law getting rid of Columbus Day and making it Indigenous Peoples Day.
I read about that.
Which, by the way, they canceled to have a Holly Holm Day when she beat Ronda Rousey. So your indigenous peoples here in New Mexico,
they didn't put that in the fucking write-up.
Do know the state has your back unless Holly Holm gets a great big win against somebody, in which case we'll celebrate a blonde white lady, but not the indigenous people.
So if Holly Holm gets another victory over in another fucking 135 title run, do you think we're going to have that day reinstated?
I don't know. I mean, that was the only thing. It blew out the fucking celebration that we're supposed to have that day for indigenous peoples in New Mexico, and it became Holly Holm Day. Because apparently we're a bunch of fucking hypocrites in this goddamn state where we like to say one thing, but we certainly celebrate something else.
Well, that same governor raised the cap for shatter concentrate potency for medicinal marijuana, so I give her props for that. Because my play is going to start getting something a little bit higher than 70%, motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ. Well, didn't she like send something in for like legalizing it?
They're still working on that aspect.
Yeah.
This bill was strictly medicinal. Like now, you can't get fired from your fucking job if you have medicinal marijuana.
Okay.
Can't be done.
Right.
Unless you show up to work and you're high,
or
then you goddamn right you
or
can
if
be
you
fired.
have a federal job. Yeah, no. Yeah, then you should.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be like showing up to work drunk, which is how I got my job at the hotel.
I was
really sorry I didn't have any hotel jokes
I was trying
or
to
stories
try
this
to
week.
leave that to you. I mean, because clearly we're the card holder and the alcoholic is what this podcast is.
Wow, that's a better version of the fighter and the kid.
Well, because you have two cunts on that one. But
Card holder.
Anything else on the MMA side that's not Conor McGregor related? Because I don't
Actually,
care.
fuck Conor McGregor. I want to talk about last week.
Okay.
Edson Barboza, Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
Rogan called him the most violent man in the most violent sport.
Cool. Let him have a shot against the top of that division.
Shit, Gaethje's ranked top 5.
Well, they'd said, how about Donald Cerrone? And then he started getting mad that Cerrone has done nothing. That motherfucker used to fucking be... He had a title shot at 155. Let's not forget that. Let's not fucking take our memory to like he was only ever been a welterweight.
It's tough to forget that fight against RDA.
Yeah, but yet if you're Justin Gaethje and you're like, no, that guy, fuck that guy. Well, why don't you go...
Well, when did they ask him about Cowboy?
That was it was fucking an MMA junkie.
Oh, well, shit, man.
He said,
Cowboy already has a fight announced. Who gives a fuck about
He said they keep
Cowboy?
moving me down even though I keep winning fights, and now they're talking about they want me to fight a guy that fucking hasn't even really been successful at 155. Well, go fuck yourself. Donald Cerrone's been very successful at 155. Yeah. And where's all this goddamn crazy wrestling I keep hearing about? Your Rumble Johnson, if you're a fucking Gaethje fan, you better appreciate Rumble Johnson's wrestling because it's the same. It's the same.
You know, I'm so I thought I was going to come to this table with all the rage.
No, I'm going to break a goddamn bottle right now.
You can't break a bottle of Mickey's, man. That's why they're shaped that way.
They were like hand grenades. Yeah, you're right.
No, I mean, in all fucking seriousness, shit talking about Cerrone when a fight wasn't going to happen in the first place aside, because that dude already fighting Al.
What do? Do you let Gaethje get into the fucking top 5?
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
But
because the problem is going to be Eddie Alvarez beat him up and made him look stupid. Made his fight game look dumb.
But after the second loss, he had to make some changes.
Sure.
And he has finished both those fights without wearing any goddamn damage.
Great. Okay, let him fight a fucking
What is
top
your
five.
problem with Gaethje?
Because he has nothing. He's a single fucking guy. He's a single approach. Let me keep my hands down at my hips and just throw like it's a video game. And maybe
And it works. It works.
Cool.
He knocked out Edson Barbosa flat.
Great. So you think he's going to have great success against a fucking guy that can grapple?
I didn't say
You think
that.
he's going to be awesome against Khabib?
I didn't say that.
You think he'd be great? I think Khabib fucking makes him look fucking silly.
Goddamn, Al is not what you call a top-tier wrestler,
Iaquinta?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's going to be fighting Cerrone.
Well,
so.
no, I'm just saying, when he fought Khabib, he's not what you call a top-tier wrestler either, right?
He was
fight
able to
went a half
survive.
hour.
He was able to survive on his back, like anybody at the Mustang Ranch. I mean,
There
that
you
was
go.
the way he got through that whole fight.
I mean, Khabib's undefeated and champ. It's hard to fucking pick against him. I like Gaethje in the first 5 minutes of that fucking fight.
Gaethje's not going to fucking get a chance against his champ right away. Anyway,
I say
he's got.
I say strike while the iron's hot.
I think he's got two
the
fights ahead of
UFC is so ready to get rid of fucking rising contenders by giving them title shots just because people will pay for it. Derek Lewis, fucking what's his face that fought Cormier at light heavyweight, Ozdemir.
Rumble. Oh,
Ozdemir.
yeah, right.
Fuck
Yeah,
Rumble.
I mean, I'm okay with that aspect of it. Sure, if you think somebody's a contender, let him go up and get beat, but you better bury him back in the fucking top 15 rankings.
And Gaethje's one of those fighters like, well, shit, man, you got to fucking do it now because this guy might wear some head damage that he's going to be useless to us in about a year.
Because his best fucking defense is using his fucking head to fucking block blows coming in, man.
But he hasn't been doing that these last two fights. You got to give him that. He has made the adjustments.
Well, Barbosa didn't even have a shot, at fucking even shutting that down.
No, Barbosa clipped him a couple times. But Gaethje wasn't going in there like wearing damage so he could throw shit that wasn't landing. That dude was landing shots. I'm impressed with how he's changed his game to quit being a goddamn sponge for damage.
Well, and waiting for that sweet wrestling game to kick in, so,
That's always going to be the shit talking from my side. I can't wait to see that guy's collegiate wrestling. Well, I don't think it's collegiate. I think.
Well, I said the same shit. It's like, Rumble gets taken down. That guy's fucking. He's got some wrestling.
How is Vic? Does Vic have wrestling in his background?
James Vick, he was more of a fucking BJJ guy.
Oh, so sorta.
Or not really.
More
but
like
yeah.
ground game proficient than getting it to the ground proficient.
So, do you think Gaethje beats Tony Ferguson?
At this current moment, I think he would because I think Tony Ferguson might have some serious brain issues and he probably shouldn't fight anymore.
All right, well, keep underestimating that guy.
I'm not
McGregor.
underestimating. I think he shouldn't fight in the UFC anymore because he's clearly fucking insane.
Do you think Conor McGregor?
Yes, I think he beats shit out of Conor McGregor.
What about Dustin Poirier, who beat him already?
Be a good fight. That's
what
why that dude's
what
fighting
about
for a belt.
Al Iaquinta, who's fucking? Did he? No,
He's
he
fighting
no.
Cowboy.
Yeah. So Justin's already up to 5, by the way. So I'd like to see him stop sniveling. So he's in the top 5.
Yeah.
Kevin Lee's dropped down as he should.
Well, he's a welterweight now. Fuck that guy.
Cerrone's at 7. Barboza dropped 2 spots down to 8. Paul Felder. I don't think he can get around Felder. I don't think he can do it. And that's the guy calling him out. And Gaethje got pissed because Felder called him out on live TV. Because Felder's a fucking talking head. That's what
Was
you
Felder
do.
working the desk?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And Felder had said, I feel like
I'm going to use my platform to fucking call a fight. I hate that shit.
DC does it all the time,
I know,
and everybody
I hate that
starts
shit too.
sucking him off.
I hate
All right.
that shit.
Gregor Gillespie, Alexander Hernandez, Charles Oliveira, James Vick, Nate Diaz. I'd like to see him fight Nate Diaz.
That'd be a money fight for sure.
Yeah. But Nate won't come out unless he's fucking fighting somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hoping for any Diaz brother to come back and fight, you're fucking going to hold your breath for a long time, man.
Those dudes can live on $25 a month in Stockton, so yeah.
That's true. And weed's legal there now, so they don't give a fuck.
Shit.
They don't give a fuck.
Let's start getting a wrap up. I want to get
to
some
them
Mickeys
sweet
down
ass
the
picks.
Yeah. All right.
What you drinking?
Mickey's.
I think I've drank. Well, yeah, I think I've drank my 3 of the Mick.
Probably Mickey's, and then we'll switch over to something even cheaper after that, like Budweiser or something like that. Yeah.
Chili. What you listen to?
I'm gonna go City of Mars, the Horologist, probably. But if I'm gonna go old school, probably Nirvana.
Ooh.
Probably Nirvana. Shit. God, I'm not even 100% sure which one I'm really kind of more of a...
Penny Royalty.
Yeah, some a little more B-side from those guys, probably, and not like Smells Like Teen Spirit, but
yeah, Penny Royalty is pretty B-side.
Yeah.
I'm going fucking nutshell.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Lane Staley.
All right, and fights there are none. So yeah,
there are none. I do think, but WrestleMania is Sunday. Will Ronda Rousey retain her WWE Women's Heavyweight Champ? I don't know what it's fucking called. Raw Heavyweight.
Did they release the script already? Because I don't know.
I think that comes out in bookstores after the show is over.
Because she's going to win. It's just a matter of the storyline. So
yeah,
Travis Brown's going to run in and do something. And
that would be great, man.
And that's the way it's going to go.
You know, Ronda Rousey's poor striking skills are just on display in pro wrestling, dude.
Fuck yeah.
It just shows it really shows how that shadow boxing just never worked out.
The Birth Weekend podcast next week.
Oh man, I hope I remember it. Well, we'll record it so I can at least listen to it.
We're gonna have a lot of picks on an MMA pay-per-view. Fucking some great album releases.
Title fights.
Game of Thrones release on that Sunday on my birthday. Fuck yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a fucking epic day, and Mr. Jack on here.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's gonna be good.
Well, Jack on, Jack off. Let's get her done. Let's go get drunk.
That's it. Maybe little Stone Temple Pilots get out. Maybe. Think
he's dead too.
Maybe. All right. Well, let's go with that then.